I'm gonna go over to here. This is the repo for Indico containers. I'm I am going to let me see. Look off scroll. There you go. Oh, whatever. I'm going to install it. I'm not gonna talk through the whole thing. We've done this before on Sundays. I just want to get it installed, and then I want to see how we can customize it, right? So we're going to be using a little bit of Gemini. We're going to be looking at their documentation. We're going to get it into WebStorm to get it started, get our key, all of that. So once we see it started, once we configure it, then we can actually see how we can customize it. Because my goal is to see how we can put my logo on there, update it to some new colors. I started trying it at work, but between like being so busy the past couple of days with meetings and wrapping up a sprint, but I was so excited because what I did get installed, people are using it to test it out and they're excited about it. So I'm like, I really, really want to be able to push this over the line. And then it's just gonna be a great feeling that when we have a major event happening, seeing that the company is using something that you put together and not even really in your job description or in like your even what you do, but so that's a great feeling as well. So I'm really, really excited about this. So, basically, we're gonna have to start off with doing getting a random key, and then we're just gonna do Docker compose up and go from there. So let's get it started. So I'm gonna go over to the other screen. Hopefully, it takes the other screen. It did not take us to. Oh, I know why. It is. Let me fix that. Let's go to here. Hmm, that's weird. That is weird. Huh. I don't know why that screen isn't showing up for me. Let me see what's going on here. Ah, okay. Let's go here. Cool. There we go. I was like, why is the screen not showing up? Okay. So basically today I upgraded the operating system on this Mac. So it's doing some crazy stuff. But we will not let that stop us. So first thing that we have to do is we are going to. Can I run this from here? I did not know you could do that. I just ran it straight from there. We're going to copy this code over here, and we're gonna open up this Indico folder, and we're gonna say the secret key is gonna go here. And I just want to get this started. And once we get it started, then we can. Why is it so big? Hold on. Why is that so big? Adjust font size. All right. So, let me see. We look over here. All right, so we got that, and then I want to. So we did the secret key part, and I want to get the Docker container up and running. So we are going to do. I never knew we could do that. I really never knew that you could just press the play button from over here and get it up and running. So this should have started. So now if I go back into my browser, make sure it's running. Yep. So if we go over here, so we can see that the application is up and running. It's on localhost. I'm going to create an account real quick. Let's go with Tech Coach Ralph. Email address is go techcoachralph@gmail.com. TCR 2025. Let's go with that. Hopefully it's not too short. And we'll go with Tech Coach Ralph as the affiliation. Let's not join the community. Passwords do not match. Okay. TCR 2025. TCR 2025. Let's try that. Let's see if that's long enough. Oh, okay. 2025. All right, no, TC Tech 2025. Tech 2025. Let's try that. Finish. Sweet. All right, we're in. We are in there. So, it's now Indico is now ready, and you're logged in as Tech Coach Ralph with administrative rights. Don't forget to tweak Indico settings and update your profile. So let's take a look at Indico settings. Indico settings, there's a new version available. How is there a new version available if I'm telling you, I just cloned the repo. That's hilarious. All right, a new version of 3.3.5 of the official Indigo package plugin is available as well. Your current version is 3.3. Okay. Fair enough. All right, so this information over here is being configured by the indico.conf file, but I don't really care about this part too much. I really want to be able to update this logo, update this color. You change the title to Tech Coach Ralph as well. And let's go with events. So if I ever decided to host like actual events, which I probably never will, but if I ever decide to host actual in-person events, or even you can not necessarily in person, but let's say I wanted to put on some type of conference or something, I could install this application on a digital ocean, on a AWS, and have it running over there to do all of that. All right. Let's do a save. All right, so that's there. I'm not too concerned with this right now. The key features that I want to work on today is getting the logo, getting the colors, and seeing if we can get a Slack integration going, because those are just some of the requests. Like those are like the most important things that the people that I'm working with that they want working. So I'm all for it. All right. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a search. I'm gonna use Gemini for now, and I'm going to say I installed Indico containers, or let's say I have Indico containers running locally on my PC via Docker Compose. It is the open source event management tool. I would like which one is more important? I think the customization is kind of more important right now. I would like to be able to, or I would like to customize the look and feel of the global app by putting in my logo and updating the CSS to have my look and feel. Let's say my color schema. My color schema. Can you give me step-by-step directions on how I can do that? All right, so that's my prompt. Simple as that. That is my prompt. I am asking it to guide me through updating the logo, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to do some Docker changes to get that done. Maybe build a container. I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but I want to. So that is my goal. Let's see if it's able to help me do that. All right, you can customize your local Indico instance by creating a dedicated customization directory, mounting it onto the correct Docker container, and then restarting your services. Here are the steps. Here are the step-by-step directions to add your logo and your custom CSS. All right, so prepare your custom assets. First, you need to create a folder on your local machine to hold your logo and CSS file. This folder will be mapped into into the Docker container. create a directory in the same root directory where your docker compose.yaml file is located. Create a new folder. Let's call it indico-custom. So create subdirectories for images. All right, so let's do this. Should I do it step by step? If I do it step by step, I'm gonna have to move. All right, let's do that. I am going to go like this, go like that. And I am going to take, let's go over to here, and I'm gonna take this screen or this window, and I'm gonna bring it over to here. All right. And I am going to, let me get it more on screen. I think that'll do it. I think we'll make do with that. All right, so we need to, in the same folder as our Docker Compose YAML file, create a folder called Indico Custom. So our Docker YAML file is inside the Indico-prod. We're going to say new directory, and we're going to call that docker-compose dot, or no, it's not docker.compose. We're going to call it Indico-custom. All right, and then we need to create images and CSS inside of that. So let's do that. Images. And then inside the same folder, we're going to do directory CSS. All right, there we go. So we have our two folders. Add your logo. Your logo should be named your logo file should be named logo-indico.svg or logo.indico.png. Indico will automatically look for these names. Oh, I don't know if that's true, right? It might be making that up, but I don't mind giving it a try. See, and the thing is, the more that you use AI, the more you can start to figure out when it's like hallucinating and just saying what it thinks versus what is actually true. But let's go ahead and give it a try. Which one? I need a logo. I need a logo. Let's try this one. Let's go here. Oops. Let's go here, and I'm going to paste this image. And it says the name has to be Indico or logo Indico .png. Let's not add that. And then we need to do places it in the folder for the images. We got that. And then in the CSS, create a file named custom CSS inside the CSS folder. Directory, we're going to call that custom.css. Oh, not directory, sorry. New file, custom.css. And so our file structure should be images and the logo, and then which is what we have here. And then the example CSS, I'm just going to copy this as is, and I'm going to paste it into the CSS. And I don't know. So we're going to see if these colors change to actually orange and background color. So we'll see if that takes. All right. So after that, configure your doc. So the next step, we're going to configure our Docker Compose file to locate the web service. Find the service name web, or sometimes indico-web. Add a volume mount under the web section. You'll map your Indico custom folder to a folder inside the container. The standard location inside the container is opt Indico custom. Add an environment variable. Oh, I think this might have been something that I did not do correctly. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go and open up our docker compose.yaml file. There goes the Indico web. And we are going to say volume And for volume, we are going to say Indico custom. And I'm just gonna follow, or maybe not. Maybe I'll leave it as that for now, and then if it doesn't work, then we'll make some modifications. We need an environment. There goes the environment. So we need an environment side. We're gonna drop the environment variable right there. And then it says important / Indico custom is relative to the location of your Docker Compose file. So that should take it from, it should find this one then, right? Because that's the folder that the Docker Compose file is in. So the path, Indigo custom. All right, so restart and verify. So we're gonna do Docker Compose down, and then we're going to do Docker Compose up, and check your site, run your web browser, navigate to your local Indico instance. You may need to do a hard refresh to clear the browser cache. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's not go any further. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna stop this, what's running right here. So I do C, and in order to see that it actually stopped, if I go over to here, and once it's done stopping, I'm gonna refresh it, and then you should be able to see that the site does not come up anymore. Waiting for Indico Celery to stop. All right, so it stopped. So if we refresh, the site should not come up anymore as expected. So now we're gonna do, so we do Docker Compose down, just to shut everything down. Removed all of the containers, the network, all that stuff, and now we're gonna do Docker Compose up. And we can do -d. Well, I'm not gonna do -d because I like to see that, like when we're testing this stuff out, I like to see if this stuff is actually working instead of just like the -d means for detached so that you can have control of the terminal. But I'd rather not do that so I can make sure that I'm able to see the, like, if there's any errors that are happening, right? So it's up and running. Let's go over to here and let's refresh. Not sure if I don't see any logo changes happening. Let's see if we do we go to the homepage. I don't think anything took, right? Let's see if we do this hard refresh thing that they're talking about. No idea how to actually trigger the hard refresh. I don't think it worked. If I look at the, well, I don't think that's here. It's going to tell me that. If I look at, I don't see the custom CSS loading. I don't see anything trying to load the logo. So I think something's missing, right? Let's continue to troubleshoot. One of the reasons that I like to look at here, so I can be able to see if it's trying to load any logos. So let's do tech. See nothing about the actual logo. So it says, you should see your custom logo in the header and your CSS color change applied globally. If your changes don't appear, verify the file mount. You can check if the files are correctly running by bash docker exec. So this is basically going to do, go into the Docker container and look if the file exists in there. So I'm going to open up a new terminal, and let's do Docker PS. What do we have running? We have prod Indico web. So if we copy this over here, I just type it out. So let's do clear Docker exec
Lunch break. Lunch break.
IT. So let's just finish this up real quick. Indico dash web or prod dash indico dash web dash one. And then we do ls to list and then opt indico custom / images. Let's see if it made it in there. No such file. So it's like it's not getting mounted from what I can see. Because what we're saying here is Indico custom should go into here, right? So if we do Docker exec dash IT prod indico web dash one, and we do bin bash so we can get a terminal. We do ls and then we do cd opt indico ls. Oh, that's where we're at. So cd custom. All right, that's where we're custom ls. There's nothing in the custom. There is nothing in the custom folder. So the mount is not working. That's basically what's happening. The mount is not working. So what we can do when we come back from break, we can look into why the mount is actually not working. And if we can fix that part, then definitely it will be able, like, it'll work, right? So that's why, and that's probably why it's not showing up at work either, because the mount is probably not working in what I've been doing. So we will investigate that. We'll investigate that. But for now, let's go to break.
It was all good, just a prompt to go. Lines of light made my circuits glow. Now I'm drowning in a sea of code. A bug, a glitch, and the system slowed. I reached too far. Try to debug fate, but the tokens fail, and it's too late. I'm down, down and out of tokens. The lines are cracked, the code is broken. Helpless now, the screen's unspoken. It was all good, just a prompt to go. Syntax screams like a ghost in the shell. Loops on fire, dragging me through hell. Error whispers where my dreams once dwelled. Each click feels like a shattered spell.
I thought I could, I thought I'd win, but now I'm trapped in this endless spin.
I'm down, down and out of tokens. The lines are cracked, the code is broken. Helpless now, the screen's unspoken. It was all good, just a prompt to go.